Okay, ladies, I'm back, and I'm going to do my giveaway like I told you I would. We're going to just do this. So my giveaway today is going to be belly butter. This is what I'm doing, and when I was pregnant with my first daughter, I came up with this little concoction, and I used it, and I did not get stretch marks. And I didn't get stretch marks with my second pregnancy. I don't have any stretch marks from either of my pregnancies, either in my breasts or in my belly or on any other part of my body. I really thought that I was going to get stretch marks because it does run in my family. My mother has them, my older sister has them, and I know that I do have a couple really, really minor stretch marks from my teens. Back from when I was in high school, I got a couple. So I knew that I was capable of getting them, totally assumed that I would. And so the fact that I didn't get them during pregnancy is really odd. And I really count myself lucky. I'm really glad. I don't know if this is the reason that I didn't get stretch marks. I don't know, but I loved the concoction that I came up with. I love the way it smells. I love the way that it feels. And so, I figured I would just go ahead and do a giveaway, and why not? It's not going to hurt. If anything, it's going to help. So I will tell you what I did. So I bought the, let's see if you can see this. This is the cocoa butter from Palmer's, the tummy butter, and it's the really thick stuff. It's like thick, thick, thick. And it smells so good. I wish that you could smell it right now because it smells like chocolate. It's cocoa butter. And it just smells like chocolate. It does say that it has lavender in it, and if I really pay attention, I can smell the lavender, but mostly I just smell chocolate. It is heavenly, and it just makes me want to eat chocolate, and I loved using it because it smells so good. A lot of the tummy butters that are out there are really oily, like really thin oily, just like a simple oil that absorbs in your skin. And I also heard, sorry, I'm still sick and so I get a dry throat sometimes. I've heard women complain about having a tummy butter that is thick and sticky. I remember I heard one time a woman was like, yeah, and it's not sticky, so I really like it. And I thought, whoa, well, I like the sticky. So this stuff that I'm going to do is kind of sticky. And when I say sticky, I just really mean it, it's thick. So what I like about it, which I think makes a difference, is it does absorb into your skin, but it also is so moisturizing and so thick that it kind of just, I would notice that I would put it on in the morning after I took a shower, I'd rub it on, and then I wear 2 layers. I wear 2 layered shirts, and so my first layer that touches my skin, I would tuck into my pants, and then that was it. It wouldn't move. It didn't rub against my skin a lot. It just kind of stayed there like a covering. And so I noticed even at night when I went to bed, I could still feel my skin just still felt really supple and moisturized, heavenly, heavenly moisturized. I could still feel a little bit of the oils and lotions on it, which maybe you don't like the way that feels, but I loved it because it made me feel confident that it was actually staying on my skin. And so I think that that made a difference. I think having that extra layer of clothing made a difference because it didn't just rub it all off. It wasn't just loose fitting clothes that was moving throughout the day against my skin. It was against my skin, and that was it. It really didn't move. I think that made a difference. And so this is really thick. So what I do, and I'll just tell you what I do, and then, and the other thing that I did that I think made a difference is when I'm pregnant, and even when I'm not pregnant, but mostly when I'm pregnant, I take fish oil pills, and I also take 2 vitamin E pills a day, the supplements. Vitamin E is supposed to be really good for stretch marks and scars and stuff like that. And so I took 2 of those a day, and so it was in my system. And I think keeping your body full of the good oils, it helps it stretch and elasticity. So I would recommend to take your oil supplements. Vitamin E in your fish oils, or your omega-3s, I should say. So I recommend that. So what I do is I did the tummy butter, the jar of the tummy butter, And then I bought a thing of vitamin E oil, and this is the it's pure oil, so it's not mixed. It's pure vitamin E oil, so it's not mixed with it's not mixed with any other kind of oils. I've seen some things say vitamin E that's like really liquidy, really like loose and thin, but this is the really, really thick stuff. In fact, when I first did this, I actually took a bunch of my little vitamin E capsules and I popped them and I poured them in this, and that's what I did. And then the second time I did it, I just bought a thing. So like I got this was actually like $14, but I got it on sale for $8 at Fred Meyer's. So it is a little bit more expensive. This one is vitamin E extra strength. It says 32,000 IUs. So, and it actually says scar and stretch mark treatment. So it's really, really thick and really potent. So what I did, let me see, I'm going to go ahead and tip you down a little bit so you can see this. Okay, once you get it really smooth and soft, you're going to take a little bit of the oil. Let me make sure I've got this right. You're going to take a little bit of the oil, actually a lot of the oil, and just pour it in like that. And say about that much. And then you're just going to give it a good stir. So you're adding more oil to this. It does already have, let me see if I can put this at an angle. It does already have vitamin E oil in it, but I just felt like they probably don't put enough because it's expensive. And they're not gonna, I don't know, it's expensive. So I wanted more, since I think that's one of the things that makes the biggest difference in it. Now that I've got this whipped, I guess I could go ahead and, I feel like I'm cooking, and I want to eat it, so I really feel like I'm cooking. I'll just stir that in there a little bit. And since I have more, I'll go ahead and add a little bit more oil. Oh my goodness. Okay. And there you have it. Look at that. I didn't even waste any of it. I'll wipe off the sides for you, and I will put it in my hand. Okay, so let's see.